Bluz je jedan od najvažnijih i najuticajnijih muzičkih pravaca u istoriji muzike. Nastao iz borbe i patnje, ali i utehe i nade. Bluz nije samo muzički izraz, već i veliki deo kulturnog nasleđa i odraz složenih istorijskih i društvenih promena afroameričkih zajednica. Highway 61, poznati kao Autoput bluza, ima duboko značenje u njegovom razvoju. Tim putem se razvijao bluz, a zatim se proširio na ceo svet. Ovo je Congo Square, mesto gde je rođena američka muzika. Moje ime je Nenad Zlatanović, ja sam frontman grupe Teksas Flad, a ovo je moj Autoput blues. Bluz je osnova celokupne popularne muzike našeg doba. Da bi ga bolje upoznali, osetili i razumeli, moramo da krenemo sa mesta gde je sve počelo. Mesto krajnosti, emocija i istorije. New Orleans. Veza između New Orleansa i blues muzike je duboka i kompleksna. Iako je ovaj grad rodno mesto džeza, ne možemo ga odvojiti od bluza. Tako dva bliska muzička pravca su se od nastanka nadovezivala i dopunjavala. Uostalom, koreni džeza leže baš u bluzu. Kao važan grad u kojem su se negovale razne muzičke forme, uključujući i ragtime i gospel, New Orleans je bio poznat po svojoj inovativnosti, pa je privlačio i blues umetnike. Mnogi su se u njemu zadržali za uvek. Grad je imao brojne blues klubove tokom decenija, međutim mnogi od njih su nestali ili promenili svoj karakter. Na ulicama možete sresti još uvek ulične svirače koji pevaju i sviraju svoj blues, ali klubova gotovo da više nema. Jedan od retkih je Maple Leaf Bar, poznat i cenjen, sa dugom tradicijom i značajnom ulogom i danas.
What do you consider blues today?
Yeah, there's still a few cats out there. What was the guy's name?
J.D. Simo?
Yeah, he played here Wednesday.
Really?
Yeah, I guess he's a really good example. That dude blew my mind. He was insanely great. Yeah, it's a hit or miss thing, but it's not the prevalent thing that you would see, you know, in what you thought of New Orleans as far as the 70s and 80s go, when you had hundreds of blues legends that lived in New Orleans and existed in the scene, and that was the big thing, you know. I didn't just pick this place out of the blue and find a random club to start working at. This is a very famous music club with a reputation that's going on 50 years, being the place that cultivates music in New Orleans.
Thank you so much for your time.
Have a good evening.
You're going to be good business.
New Orleans is kind of, I guess everybody uses the term gumbo, but it's a mash pot, you know. Yeah. So you take blues, you take the basic forms, you throw in a little bit of R&B, you throw in some funk. New Orleans has its own kind of tilt to everything. You've got guys down here
their sound.
Yeah, you've got guys like Little Freddie King down here that are going to play some traditional stuff. You've got guys like, you know, George Porter and Leo Santelli when they're in town that take that and put that meter spin on it, give it some funky New Orleans flavor. So I think it's kind of at the roots of everything that happens here, but in a sense of like going to Clarksdale, going to like Porchboard, traditional stuff. There's not a ton of that in the city because so much stuff, whether it's the blues, whether it's jazz, whether it's Caribbean, is mixed together here. And that's New Orleans.
That's New Orleans sound.
Okay. So we're looking at 77-49. That's all.
Napuštam New Orleans, pomalo tužan, ali nestrpljiv da stignem u Mississippi, postojbinu muzike koja obeležava moj život. U delti reke Mississippi je sve nastalo. Taj delta blues, sirov i autentičan. Čovek koji ga je transformisao u urbani Chicago blues je Muddy Waters. Njegov originalan stil, koji je uključivao električnu gitaru i snažan ritam, uticao je na najznačajnije rock autore današnjice.
Gypsy woman told my mama on the day I was born, you got a bold child coming down. It's gonna be a son of a gun. It's gonna make those pretty women jump and shout. Then the world's gonna know what it's all about. Lord, you know I'm here, yeah. Everybody knows I'm here. Well, I'm your hoochie coochie man. Everybody knows, everybody knows, everybody knows. Everybody knows I'm here to stay. Yeah. All right.
Ovo je nekada bio Rolling Fork, rodno mesto Muddy Watersa. Nažalost, neposredno pre mog dolaska u ovaj grad, on je pogođen razornim tornadom. Ali ne možemo da započnemo priču o bluzu bez da se setimo čoveka čiji su rifovi obeležili modernu muziku. Na ovim prostorima živeo je i svirao bluz najlegendarniji u istoriji ove muzike. Čovek čija magična umetnost, dekadentan život i misteriozna smrt prelaze u domen urbanih legendi. Među prvima upisan u klub 27, poput Jima Morrisona, Jimija Hendrixa, Janis Joplin, Kurta Cobaina i Amy Winehouse.
Ima mnogo teorija vezanih
za smrt Roberta Johnsona. Jedna je da je otrovan, druga da je ubijen u kafanskoj tuči, treća da je prosto nestao. Velo misterije je obavijeno i mesto gde je sahranjen. Mi se nalazimo u Greenwoodu, Mississippi, pored crkve Little Zion. Ovo je grob Roberta Johnsona. Robert Johnson je rođen u delti reke Mississippi. Unikatan vokal i virtuozna gitarska tehnika izdvojile su ga kao muzičara koji je izvršio snažan uticaj na razvoj blues muzike. Pesme su mu često bile isprepletane temama ljubavi, bola i duhovnog traženja. Stvarao je zvuk koji je nadmašivao svoje vreme. Priča o njegovom paktu s đavolom i dalje fascinira i inspiriše generacije. Robert Johnson je bio pesnik duše i kao takav je ostao upamćen. Clarksdale, malo mesto u delti reke Mississippi, postalo je sinonim za blues. Tu se nalazi i jedan od najpoznatijih blues klubova na svetu, a osnovao ga je glumac Morgan Freeman. Klub je nazvan Ground Zero, što znači epicentar ili nulta tačka. Clarksdale je srce blues muzike, a Ground Zero njegov modern simbol. Povezanost grada sa bluesom nije samo muzička, već i kulturološka.
Talk to your daughter. Mama, talk to your daughter. Papa, talk to your daughter. Why don't you talk to your daughter? She done made me up, but I ain't gonna let her be. Can I try one more? Come on here. Oh, tell me what in the world I can be wrong. I said, tell me what in the world I can be wrong. Woke up this morning and trouble knocking at my door. All night long, somebody knocking at my door. All night long, somebody knocking at my door. Oh, woke up this morning, Lord, Lord. Come on now. Oh.
Ah.
Oh, man.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Woo! That thing, that
First of all, you like it?
yeah.
Tell me, what do you think about the blues today?
The blues today is some of it good, some of it bad, but that's what it's all about. Good, happy times, sad times, and stuff like that. But the blues today is what it is. It's not going nowhere. It's gonna be here.
And can you tell me something about your blues?
With my blues, I be trying to.
I see you got the chops, you got the lightning, you got everything.
Yeah, you know, I be trying to mix all the artist style that I like.
All right.
So that's make it much better for me, I guess.
And how you achieved that? Can you tell me something about how you blending all those things?
You know, keep doing what you're doing. Keep striving hard. Don't give up on it.
Every day is another struggle.
Every day is another day. Another blessed day. To open these, to see another day, to be able to walk, get up out the bed,
Yeah.
stretch. That feels good when you get through, don't it?
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing, working hard at it, come from your heart. And that's what I do. I started out learning the bass at the age of 5. So I was a fast learner playing bass, so I started really playing bass at the age of 6.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I played bass 17 years straight because my teacher, Mr. Johnny Billison, he's...
Oh, sure. Show us, please.
He's where's his picture at? Somebody hiding it. He around here somewhere. We're going to find him. Come on, follow me.
I'm going to put my guitar here.
There he is, right there. That's my teacher right there.
Is your guitar teacher? The bass teacher?
Mr. Johnny Billison, he was the blues master. He was in all the schools in the state of Mississippi, different schools, sharing the blues with the kids, education program.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's where, yeah, he got me started.
I was surprised in New Orleans there is no blues, especially not straight blues. It's all the gumbo. And the minute we stepped into Mississippi, it was like something changed.
Welcome home, man. That's all I can tell you. Welcome home.
Oh, man.
This is home, man. This is home, man. Welcome home, man.
Thank you so much.
Welcome home. We got plenty of room for y'all here, man. Welcome home.
I can just hear all those notes. Oh, I've been downhearted, baby, ever since the day we met.
Nah, I'm gonna cut you off right there, okay? Come from here.
Really?
Not here. Here. I've been downhearted, baby.
Okay, let's do it. 1, 2, and 3, and say yeah. I've been downhearted, baby, ever since the day we met. I think it's better now, huh?
Getting there.
Yeah. I've been downhearted, baby, ever since the day we met.
Ever since the day we met.
Let's try it again. Ever since the day we met.
My life has been nothing but the blue, people. Tell me how blue can you get? I go to the next verse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, my friend.
Pleasure, brother. Pleasure.
All right, so there's so many cool things in this club, but I got to show y'all some of our prized possessions. First of all, anything above this bar is something extra special. Like this guitar right here, this gas can guitar, is made by one of our local musicians, James Super Chicken Johnson. He's actually one of the artists, along with Big T, that gave us that blues stamp. So we have his gas can guitar here. We have John Lee Hooker's guitar right here in this case, right here, very special to us. Big T, this was the original house band of this club. He's the one who really, this blues club. So he was our original house band when we very first opened the very first band, so we had to get a guitar from him. All of these pictures back here were sent to us from all of our friends all around the world, and of course, they always draw Morgan. So that's our Morgan wall right there. This is Mr. Charlie Bergen. He's passed, but in this particular picture, that's his very last performance right here at Ground Zero. So he was a very, very good friend of ours. And so we had to get that made for him because his doctor told him, do not do that gig at Ground Zero. He told his doctor, well, if I die, I'm dying on our stage. So the stage, the focal point of this whole entire club. So I started the tradition when I started booking. I said, there is literally nothing in here that says anything about these amazing musicians. So I started collecting things from album covers to t-shirts to posters of the band. So this ain't even an eighth of the bands that play here, but these are the things that I actually remembered to get from the band. So a lot of these t-shirts were soaking wet with sweat, and they gave it to me fresh off their backs. Everything in this building was given to us was a gift. We did not purchase anything. So all the old school posters, flags, guitars, that's Ground Zero. And that's just not even a quarter of the things we have, but those are the very, very special things that we have in this building.
Consider this place as some kind of spiritual, it's like a temple almost for some people.
Let me ask you something. When you walked in our building, did you feel something? It's a feeling when you walk in this building.
Yeah.
It's a feeling, because when I first walked in this building, it was a feeling. First of all, I fussed about walking in here. I said, I told my friend, why would you bring me here? They have couches on the front porch. She said, get out the car. And when I walked out, I stood at the door and I said, oh my gosh, what is this? I couldn't concentrate on nothing. The flags, the graffiti, the posters, the guitar, it was so much to look at. This place is a magic place, and everybody who walks to the door has told me they feel something. I don't know what that something is, but they feel something when they walk in this building.
What's up with this town that makes him so special?
Number one, Morgan Freeman coming here and opening up Ground Zero was a big thing. I think that really changed some things because he's a big name and he really loves this place. We had some folks here that always loved blues that used to go in, they would go on the other side of town, which is not too far from here, over in the black area and listen to music, you know. You know, their parents would say, oh, don't go over there. But everybody's nice. Yeah. And everybody, that's what I like about this community, too. It's condensed so that we see each other all the time. All the musicians that we all play together, you know, we're in each other's bands. It's pretty cool. And the people are just great. So you can go, you can walk to a few different venues right here.
Every night? So there's
every night we have music. Every night.
U Misisipiju postoji izreka da blues ne može se nauči, ali blues muzičari veoma rado dele znanje. I stariji mlađima, a i mlađi stariji. Te noći na Crossroadsu je bio jedan potpuno drugačiji učitelj koji je naštimao gitaru Roberta Johnsona.
Oh, I went to the crossroads, fell down on my knees. I went to the crossroads, fell down on my knees. Lord, help me, Bobby, help me, Bobby, if you please. Yes,
Dok'n'Ritam Farms je kolevka Delta bluza. Ovo je bila zajednica gde su se okupljali i muzičari koji su tu delili različite stilove blues muzike. Dok su radnici obavljali teške poslove na poljima, muzika je često bila jedini način za izražavanje emocija i stvaranje zajedničkog identiteta.
Kad sam se prvi put sreo sa Delta bluesom, bio mi je mračan, hermetičan i na neko prvo slušanje čak i malo nezanimljiv. Ali sam želeo da istražim ritmiku tog izraza. Naravno, prvi Delta muzičar s kojim sam se sreo je bio Robert Johnson, ali sam nedugo zatim otkrio i Edison House-a, koji je uspeo da mi očkrine ta vrata. Međutim, godinama sam pokušavao i shvatao da nešto u svemu tome nedostaje. Dolaskom na Dok'n'Ritam Farms mogu da shvatim, mogu da dodirnem sve to što se ovde dešavalo. Mesto gde Robert Johnson slušao velikog Charlija Pattona, Edison House, Pop Staples, Howlin' Wolf, 3 generacije bluzera. Ovo je bluz. Ovo je bluz. Dok'n'Ritam Farms.
oh yeah. I got a letter this morning singing, I reckon it's red. Singing, hurry, hurry, your love is dead. I got a letter this morning, how you reckon it's red. Singing, hurry, hurry, girl, your love is dead. Yeah.
Dok'n'Ritam Farms je zaista važan deo istorije blues muzike. I ne mogu da zaboravim kakve emocije mi je izazvao boravak na ovom mestu. Međutim, moram dalje. A sledeća stanica na mom autoputu bluza je Memphis. Ključan za blues, jer je bio središte njegovog razvoja, je Memphis. Grad su posećivali mnogi pioniri bluza, a ulica Beale Street je postala žarište scene. Značajan je i zbog nastanka veoma važnog muzičkog izraza soula. Bluz i dalje živi u Memphisu kroz mnogobrojne klubove, a jedan od njih je Lafayette.
Wait a minute. 7 days a week?
7 days a week. Every night you can stop by Lafayette's music room and catch great Memphis live music. Billy Joel played here, Kiss, Barry Manilow. So a lot of famous people graced that stage way before my time. Yes, yes.
And before my time, that is right.
Well, the heritage of the blues kind of started in this region, the Mississippi Delta region. A lot of the early bluesmen came out of Mississippi, very close to Memphis. And in the 20s and 30s and 40s, they migrated up to Memphis because this is where, this is the big city, and this is where the blues was very, was accepted. And a blues musician from down there in Mississippi could come up here and actually make a living. Beale Street is the iconic blues street of the world. But Memphis is generally called the home of the blues and the birthplace of rock and roll. I'm 74 years old. The drummer is 71. And when we first started playing together, he was 14 and I was 17.
So tell me, I just want to ask
back
you,
in the 60s.
for how many years you've been playing?
Well, I started learning the bass in 1962.
Oh.
And I had my first paid little gig, which wasn't much because I was a kid, in 1963. And I play electric bass and I play upright bass as well.
And upright bass? Oh, no.
I've recorded I've recorded on over 200 albums, and it's been a good ride.
Zaista, kakva je samo to bila vožnja svirati bluz u Memphisu. U gradu živopisne muzičke geneze i atmosfere koja čini da se osjećate veoma blisko sa legendama bluza koje su prošle kroz njega. Dok sviram, osjećam se kao da sam deo ovog velikog muzičkog nasleđa, jer sviranje sa ovakvim muzičarima je neprocenjivo. Pogotovo što sam apsolutno siguran da su uživali u ovoj svirci isto koliko i ja.
Serbia. It's my first time in Memphis, and I have a royal welcome. What can I say? Thank you so much. Appreciate it. You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Biti u Memphisu, a ne baciti barem pogled na Graceland je nezamislivo, jer je to bilo njegovo kraljevstvo. Postoji samo jedan kralj rock'n'rolla i kao takav će ostati zabeležen za uvek. Elvis Presley.
Blues je imao dete i zvali su ga rock'n'roll. A ovdje je snimljena prva rock'n'roll pesma.
U srcu malenog grada Tupela, u državi Mississippi, pre gotovo pa celog jednog veka rođen je Elvis Presley. Odrastao je u skromnim uslovima, ali neskromno zanesen crnačkom muzikom. Često je slušao gospel u lokalnoj crkvi i upijao zvuke bluza i kantrija koji su se preplitali ulicama njegovog detinjstva. U tim ranim godinama Elvisova ljubav prema muzici će usmeriti njegovu budućnost. Dok je gledao kako se svet oko njega menja, sanjao je o većim scenama i dalekim mestima. Uticaj bluza na rock and roll i modernu muziku uopšte je vidljiv na svakom koraku. Ali možda to najbolje osjećamo ovde u Tupelu, rodnom mestu Elvisa Presleya. Elvis je ritam i blues, Elvis je country, Elvis je gospel. Elvis Presley je rock and roll. Odlazak iz Tupela me ispunjava osjećanjem povezanosti, jer je muzika moje zanimanje i moja svakodnevica. Putovanje kroz Ameriku je ujedno i emotivno putovanje kroz sve muzičke pravce i podpravce koji su nikli iz bluza. Na primer, blues rock je muzika koju ja najčešće sviram. Svako mesto koje sam posetio nosi sa sobom priču, a ja nesvesno postajem deo te priče, iz koje više ne želim nikada da izađem. Nedaleko od Tupela naišao sam na mesto gde se nalazi muzej koji sam, od kako sam krenuo na ovaj put, jedva čekao da posetim.
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Nesha.
Nice to meet you and welcome to the Blackberry Blues Museum. We are a museum and we're all about Howlin' Wolf.
Oh, Howlin' Wolf is one of the greatest.
Yes, a great blues musician. And he was, he lived about 5 miles from here.
Really?
So we love to claim him as our own.
First time I heard Howlin' Wolf, it was like he's singing and all those howling things that he did. It's like it's almost like a battle cry for me.
Yeah, and he used to get down on the stage and get physical. This was Howlin' Wolf's piano that he purchased to put in.
I have to touch it. Can I
sure,
touch it?
Yeah. It's
like
not in tune, so.
No.
But he kept this at his aunt's house.
Oh, really?
And so his piano player could play it when he came with him. So, all right.
So we are going upstairs?
We're going upstairs. So watch your step. And this is our very small museum.
Oh, it's not small. It's so much information inside.
A lot of information.
This?
We have guitars that have been signed by legends. We have one that was signed by Pete Townsend.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So it's also Wolf's personal kind of pictures?
Yes.
Private?
Yeah, there's several photographers that, have followed Howlin' Wolf around, and we were able to secure some of these
this looks amazing.
Personal photographs. So, I don't know if you have traveled in the town much here, but there is a mural of Howlin' Wolf just right down the street. So you'll have to...
I saw it.
Yes.
I was struck by lightning when I saw it. It was like, but to see all these howling things, it's really, thank you for doing all this.
Oh, yeah. So, we're dedicated to keeping the blues alive and not letting it die.
This is Gil Gann, y'all. I'm gonna put you on the game about the blues in Nashville. You see, Music City would not be here were it not for the blues, because the blues is a mixture of West African rhythms and Appalachian melodies, okay? You put them both together and you get country music. Music City would not be here. Blues is a pure American art form. God bless America, ladies and gentlemen. Gil Gann in the house. Peace, love, soul.
Prelazak s akustičnog bluza na električni predstavlja značajan korak u istoriji ove muzike. To nije samo bila tehnološka promjena, već i kulturna revolucija koja je omogućila blues muzici da se razvije i proširi na nove teritorije. Taj prelazak se desio migracijom muzičara u velike gradove, a jedan od najznačajnijih u toj transformaciji bio je Nashville. Decenijama prepoznatljiv po country muzici, danas ima poseban status kao jedan od vodećih globalnih centara za muzičku industriju. Ulice grada muzike su prepune ljudi i zvučnog kolorita. Neprekidno se čuje uživo svirka. Nashville je mesto gde se muzičari susreću sa realnošću, gde se njihovi snovi ruše ili ostvaruju. Grad daje prostor za umetnike svih nivoa, od lokalnih izvođača do međunarodnih zvezda. Uživanje u muzici u ovom gradu nije samo poseta klubu ili koncertu, već i doživljaj više, esencija američke muzike i kulture.
It's the middle of the day, it's always a blues show.
Yeah.
Every time is the right time for a blues.
Yeah, it can never be wrong. Never be wrong. You wake up with the blues, go to sleep with it.
I was thinking before last 10 years, Nashville was the country center.
Yes, yes.
But today is center for all music, I think.
Very much so.
So where is their place for the blues? Can you tell us?
Well, you know, when you say, just like you said, Nashville is about the home of all music, it's safe to say that most of your modern genres all started with the blues.
Yeah.
So without a foundation, the country music that you hear now, the rock and the R&B, all that started with the blues. So we're the home of the blues in Nashville. This is where, throughout the course of the week, we have a wide array of musicians. Elvis has performed here. We've had Hendrix perform here. We've had quite a few.
Did you say Jimi Hendrix?
Jimi Hendrix, yes. You know, he used to serve, and he served up in Clarksville. So he would come down from Clarksville, Tennessee, down here to jam out with me. So it's astonishing how you realize how many great musicians are intertwined and have a blues background.
Have you ever been mistreated? People you know just what I'm talking about. I worked 5 long years for one woman. She had nothing out.
Putujem dalje prema St. Louisu, za mene najromantičnijem gradu na ovoj ruti. Tu su dolazili umetnici koji su bežali iz ruralnih sredina, donoseći sa sobom autentičan zvuk bluza. St. Louis je bio mesto gde su se spajali ideali i opijenost, a nacionalni muzej bluza je čuvar blaga. On objedinjuje sve, ljude, njihove priče i pesme.
Kakav je osjećaj kad te posmatraju svi ovi velikani bluza, ljudi koji su pisali tu muziku. Sjećam se da kad sam prvi put čuo za nacionalni blues muzej u St. Louisu, imao sam 20 godina i od uvijek sam se pitao šta se u stvari dešava i šta je blues muzej. A sad dolaskom ovde shvataš da koliko god da si čitao i učio o bluzu, da ima toliko toga potpuno neverovatno. Kad sam se ja prvi put sreo sa bluzom, imao sam 17 godina. Key to the Highway je jedna od prvih pesama koje sam odsvirao i koje sam učio da sviram. Eto, kad već pričamo o istoriji, Jimmy McLaren i njegove harmonike, Muddy Waters, Etta James, David Honeyboy Edwards je jedan od možda najznačajnijih koncerata koje sam gledao u Beogradu, jer sam gledao David Honeyboy Edwardsa kad je imao 92 godine. Sećam se da dok sam slušao, da sam pre bluza otkrio rock and roll i hard rock, a kad sam čuo bluz, ritmika bluza i taj, kako oni zovu, groove, taj triolski feeling me potpuno promenio. Ali sam od uvijek hteo da to bude malo tvrđe u mojoj izvedbi, da. I evo moje konekcije, to je konekcije svi nas koji to probamo. Chuck Berry. Ne mogu da opišem osjećaj koliko puta sam gledao ovu gitaru negde na nekom snimku. Tek ovde u St. Louisu, u Nacionalnom muzeju, počinjem da shvatam sa koliko muzičkih pravaca je u stvari povezan bluz. Bluz je zaista osnova svega. I rock'n'rolla, i funka, i soula. Ovo je jedna od prvih rečenica koje sam čuo u životu vezanih za bluz i za rock'n'roll. I u prvi mah mi ništa nije bilo jasno, a kad sam se sreo sa bluzom, sve mi se promenilo. Ja sam svoj band nazvao Teksas Flad. Naravno po albumu Stevie Ray Vaughna. Bobby Rushove gitare. Ako postoji nešto značajno za Chitlin Circuit, onda je to svakako ove gitare imaju toliko toga da kažu da je nema dovoljno reči da se to opiše.
St. Louis ima bogatu blues scenu sa raznovrsnim klubovima i prostorima gde se u bilo koje doba dana može prisustvovati vrhunskim svirkama. U druželjubivom okruženju Hammerstones kluba atmosfera je prijatna i opuštena, a lični kontakt sa muzičarima na bini mi iznova dokazuje da muzika zaista govori univerzalnim jezikom.
I came up here from Houston, Texas.
Oh my.
And I lived in Austin for over 20 years, and before that, Little Rock, Arkansas, playing with Larry Davis and Fenton Robinson and people like that. That's how I got started. And so when I moved up here about 8 years ago, I wanted to find a way to mix my Texas blues with the East St. Louis style of playing blues.
Oh.
And see if we could make that mesh. Playing with her and her brother.
Well, your brother is the drummer.
Yeah.
Oh. I can hear it. The groove is tight.
Because brother, sister growing up as a rhythm section, you can't beat it.
I wasn't always playing bass guitar. I started out playing drums. And like I said, I dabbled in all instruments. I used to blow horn.
Oh.
Didn't stick with that long. And I played keyboard. I didn't stick with that. And, I used to do a little bit of guitar too. I might have to go back on the guitar right here.
The Morgans, they are blues royalty in St. Louis.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Their family goes way back.
I'm honored and privileged. Thank you.
Grow up with people like Jimmy Reed hanging out there.
Oh, really?
Well, those were the days, though. They're long gone now. So.
But I think blues was always there, and it will stay forever here.
Yeah,
I think.
And it changes with different generations, because different generations experience life. Their life is different from an older generation. So they're going to interpret the blues the way that they've gone through life and the way they feel it.
St. Louis and East St. Louis in particular are the kinds of areas that help develop American blues music and simply spread it not only throughout the United States, but throughout the world. But you're an example of how far the American and then African American music at Autoput.
Thank you so much, sir. It was my pleasure talking with you. Četiri popodne, full svirka u klubu i još jedan običan dan u St. Louis. Blues muzičari su majstori tona, ritma, ritam gitare. Čovjek koji je prvi uticao na to da shvatim značaj sviranja ritma u bluzu je Lightning Hopkins. Nema boljeg mesta da ga se setim od Mississippija. I'm going down to Louisiana. I'm gonna buy me mojo hand. I'm going down to Louisiana. I'm gonna buy me mojo hand. I woke up this morning, don't know what to do.
Moj autoput bluza polako se približava svom vrhuncu dok prilazim Čikagu. Highway 61, Blues Highway, bio je moj vodič. Prošao sam kroz mesta koja su oblikovala rifove bluza. Čuo sam svaki ton i osjetio svaki ritam. Čikago sa svojom bogatom kulturnom baštinom predstavlja idealan završetak ove moje muzičke avanture.
We are, and welcome to Delmark Records. Thank you for coming. This is our 70th year. It's our 70th anniversary.
A lot of history.
A lot of history. The studio has been at this location since 1991.
So Delmark is like a safe house for blues musicians.
It is. We have an amazing catalog. And we also make new releases too.
Great.
Yeah.
Can you show us the studio? Because
Sure.
I heard so many things, so many stories about the studio.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I can't wait to see.
Come this way.
Oh.
This is the...
Talking about the history.
Delmark,
Still making history.
Delmark Riverside.
I heard there is so many equipment here, microphones.
That's right.
And all other equipment from the chess studio.
So Paul Serrano originally brought the studio here in 1991. He partnered with the original founder of the label, Bob Kester.
Like you mean to tell me that this organ is maybe one of those we are hearing at the James Records?
We don't know about James, but we do know about Chuck Berry and many others. Yes.
Yes.
And so and also the tape machine in there was on a Muddy Waters session. We know because we have a picture.
Really?
So yes.
Can you show us the control room?
Sure, absolutely. There's our Sony MCI 24-track tape machine. This is a Neotech Elite console. We have
that's
Scully,
the piece with the
Scully
motors.
Yep, and we know that we have a photo of this, and it's interesting because it's set up for 8 tracks, but we also have 4 more. So it's one of the few that could be 12 from that time, and it's in a photo of Muddy Waters. And we have a great collection of guitars and amps if you'd like to see those.
Oh, hello.
Hey, hello.
Knock, knock.
How are you?
My name is Nesha.
My name is Elbio.
You have some beautiful old guitars to show me?
We have some, yes. The first one, the big one, the Harmony Sovereign, does a guitar exactly like the one that Big John Williams used to
Really?
play. Yeah.
This is the... Can I
Of course, grab it.
Can I try it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like...
It's a very big guitar, as you can see.
Oh, it's a big sound.
Big sound. It's from 1961, between 1959 and 1961.
Beautiful thing. And the next one?
The next one is the Jimmy Reed guitar. Jimmy Reed was one of the
I know.
most important guitar players, and he used this one around 1959
it's like
to 1961. See, the pickups are very small, very, very thin.
Yeah.
It's not a loud guitar because that blues from the 50s, 60s was not loud.
And what about that beautiful amp?
Well, this one is from between 1951 and 1953. The harmonica players love these old amps because with a small loudspeaker and the sound of the harmonica, it distorts naturally.
That's what we like.
And they love that. They love that, yes.
And for the end,
show
us.
This is a parlor guitar.
The most historical thing, I think.
Well, the oldest, at least.
Yeah.
And this is from the Civil War era.
Oh, so
around the 1860s.
Oh,
yeah. It's a small guitar. It's a parlor guitar. They were used also a lot in Europe to play salon music in parties,
waltzes
and dance music, songs. It's also super light and delicate.
Oh,
it cannot
this
be
is probably the oldest string instrument I ever held in my hand.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Elvio, thank you so much for your time. It was a great pleasure. I still can't believe what is happening to me, but I will definitely come to Delmark Records because I think we can call this the same house for blues.
Well, stay close to me, baby, when the lights go down. Ooh, stay close to me, darling. I see that fire in your eyes. It's gonna be the wild, wild, wild night. I'm gonna take you for a ride. It's gonna be the wild, wild, wild night. I'm gonna take you for a ride. It's gonna be the wild, it's gonna be the wild, wild night for you, baby, 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 yeah. It's gonna be the wild, wild, wild night. I'm gonna take you for a ride, babe.
All right.
Spontano pronalaženje čikaških blues klubova dodavali su element posebnog uzbuđenja na ovom putovanju. Bez obzira na to gde su me ulice Čikaga vodile, muzika i atmosfera slučajnih otkrića stvorile su nezaboravne momente i siguran sam da me je to još dublje povezalo sa gradom koji upotpunjuje ovu celokupnu sliku.
I love the blues. I was once a gospel singer, and I love the blues. And I call them first cousins because they both tell a story about the life that you live every day. And blues, even when I was in church, my grandfather would play the blues. I could feel it all down in my soul. Loved it, loved the blues. And back home, I used to do pop and rhythm, opening up for a lot of people. But the guy came to me, he said, "You're a blues singer." So when you sing, you be curving those notes, you know. And he said, if you want to sing the blues, you need to go to Chicago. I came to Chicago. I had $40 in my pocket. And it wasn't easy, but I said, I'm not going back home until I get what I came for. I like the happy blues, and I like the sad blues. Because when I sing with a feeling. You know, I feel what I'm doing, and I can feel it all down in my soul. It's nice. Like, you know, there's quite a few people that really don't like the blues. And I say that the reason they don't like it because they don't know what it's all about. And to go further to explain, it's like you can't pay your rent, you got the blues. You got no money, you got the blues. man slapped across the face, you got the blues. And, you know, and the ones that don't like the blues, they be having the blues every day and don't even realize it. I don't think the blues will ever go away. No, because, you know, they'll still be having the blues every day of their life.
Zaštitni znak bluza u Čikagu je klub Buddy Guy Legends. Osnovao ga je Buddy Guy, jedan od najuticajnijih blues gitarista svih vremena. Igrom slučaja, baš te magične večeri kad sam došao u klub, on je bio tamo. Posjetiti ovakvo mesto je velika privilegija, popeti se na binu još veća, a zasvirati sa Buddy Guyem lično i Jimmy Burnsom, taj osjećaj se ne može opisati.
What do you think that is the future in the blues? What do you think that will happen with the blues?
I don't even think about it. I just...
Really? Just keep rocking, keep playing?
Yeah, just keep playing. It's not going away.
It's not going away?
No.
That's what I wanted to hear.
No, it's not going away.
Dok sam stajao na sceni i svirao sa blues velikanima, osjećao sam se počastvovano i uzvišeno. To je bila savršena harmonija snova i stvarnosti, uzbuđenja i ponosa, gde svaki ton postaje deo jedne čarobne priče, moje lične priče o muzici i strasti. Kao da sam bio deo nečeg večnog i veličanstvenog. Na samom kraju ove blistave pustolovine nagrađen sam rečima jedne od poslednjih živih legendi bluza.
Well, it's on the field of the great blues players alive, and I don't consider myself as the great. I'm talking about Muddy Waters, talking Wolf Waters, and B.B. King. So they told me before they passed away, whatever I could do to keep the blues alive, because the blues is lyrics in everyday life. So let's listen to the blues, and if that would happen to you, maybe that happened to someone else, and you can understand that.
Kada slušamo blues i uđemo u njegovu suštinu, neminovno je da osjećamo kako nas ta muzika povezuje sa univerzalnim iskustvima ljudske patnje i ljudskog trijumfa. Iznova nam ukazuje da nismo sami u svojim osjećanjima i iskustvima, već da smo deo neprekidnog lanca životnih priča koje spajaju sve nas. Blues je pesma za dušu sa lekovitim dejstvom. Muzika koja nas grli u najdubljim trenucima introspekcije. Blues zahteva prepuštanje i pomaže nam da pronađemo lepotu i snagu u svemu što radimo. Ovo nesvakidašnje putovanje mi je otvorilo sasvim novu dimenziju muzičkog pravca koji boji moj život. Upoznao sam ga iz svih uglova. Bukvalno sam ga dodirnuo. Svaka pređena milja, svaka pesma koju sam čuo i svaki muzičar sa kojim sam svirao ostavili su neizbrisiv trag. Dobio sam potvrdu da nisam slučajno odabrao da sviram blues. Blues je u stvari izabrao mene. Obogatio moj život kao što je dotakao duše mnogih generacija.
All right. Oh, baby.